สวัสดีค่ะ Happy ลอยกระทง and welcome to Newsline. We're broadcasting live on NBT, Radio Thailand FM 88, and on NBT World. It's a Thursday and the date is November 6th, and you're with me, Sandra Han Utsaha. Welcome to today's segment of Thailand Moves Forward. And in today's headlines, Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha urged members of the public to give their cooperation in observing safety regulations concerned with flying lanterns and fireworks during the Loi Krathong festival. Speaking about maintaining safety during the Loi Krathong period, General Prayut said responsible agencies have been assigned to ensure safety at sites where Loi Krathong will be celebrated. Meanwhile, he would like to ask the public to observe regulations on the lighting of fireworks and firecrackers and the release of flying lanterns, as these actions may cause damage to nearby homes or jeopardize the safety of aircraft. The Prime Minister also disclosed that personally he had no plans for Loi Krathong. Army Commander-in-Chief Udom-det Sitabut said on Wednesday military officials would work alongside police officers and officials from other agencies to maintain order at Loi Krathong celebration sites throughout the country. The Foreign Ministry has revealed that more American visitors have expressed their wishes to expand investment in Thailand. General Thanasak Patimaprakon, Deputy Prime Minister and the Minister of Foreign Affairs, hosted a dinner reception for 80 visiting American businessmen at the Foreign Ministry. Ministry spokesperson Sekwan Ameti said that the visiting businessmen represent various sectors from technology to automotive and chemicals. According to Mr. Sek, all the participants have expressed confidence in Thailand's role as the leader of the Southeast Asian community and in the Thai government's economic and investment policies. He added that many have expressed interest in expanding their investment in Thailand, particularly in the medical supplies and the chemical sectors. Visiting American businessmen on Monday met with Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha, who has explained to them the government's roadmap towards a better and more stable Thailand. Deputy Prime Minister for Economic Affairs Mom Ratchawong Prediathon Thevakul has cited Thai businesses as the strongest in ASEAN, adding that the government is expediting the amendment of tax laws and investment in infrastructure projects for their convenience. Mom Ratchawong Prediathon gave a special lecture concerning Thailand's development towards becoming a trading nation at a seminar co-hosted by the Department of Trade Negotiations and the Thai National Shippers Council. He indicated that Thailand had some of the largest companies carrying the highest investment capital in ASEAN, and a number of them have been very successful in expanding their businesses overseas. The Deputy Premier said the Thai Economic Foundation remained solid even after the country had been battered by political unrest and the global economic slump. Nonetheless, he advised Thai operators to focus more on the ASEAN market, as it accounted for as much as 45% of Thai exports. The Ministry of Interior will be launching a campaign that is aimed at preserving water and preventing floods for Thai people. According to Interior Minister General Anupong Paujinda, the campaign, which is called Mueang Soi Nam Sai, is one of the 8 projects the ministry is determined to establish. The ministry is now seeking cooperation from the Royal Irrigation Department and the Department of Water Resources to make a survey to identify new sources of water. Under the campaign, manpower and machines will be brought in to remove weeds and other debris in the water. The removal is to increase room for the runoff during the rainy season and to preserve water for domestic consumption in the summer. The Department of Disaster Prevention and Mitigation has been instructed to work with other relevant agencies and encourage local residents to conserve the environment and use water wisely. Members of the Constitutional Drafting Committee, or CDC, have taken a vow to perform their duties with honesty and impartiality while keeping the Thai people's best interest at heart. Following their appointment, the CDC members were led by CDC Chairman Bawonsak Uwano to the Grand Palace in order to pay respect to the Emerald Buddha and the image of Prasayam Tewatirad for good fortune. Before these sacred images, the group pledged to draw up the new constitution with an honest, fair, and unbiased approach, and to always be loyal to the nation, religion, and monarchy. The CDC members also vowed to make the national interest a top priority, and in cooperation with the National Reform Council, or NRC, they wished for the new charter to be accepted by all as being drafted by the people, for the people, and in turn put an end to conflict in the nation. National Reform Council Second Deputy Speaker Thasana Buntong has been selected to head the NRC's committee for the selection of members of 18 extraordinary committees. On Wednesday, Lieutenant General Thitiwat Kamlang Ek, NRC member for Political Affairs, was chosen as the deputy chairperson of the committee. Ms. Benjawan Sangnithorn, NRC member for State Administration Affairs, was chosen to be the second deputy chairperson. Ms. Jurairat Julachakrawat, NRC member for Chiang Mai, was selected to be the committee's secretary. Mr. Thon Thamrong Nawasawat, NRC member for Public Health and Environmental Affairs, was chosen as the spokesperson for the committee. Also on Wednesday, the NRC decided that 6 non-NRC members would be included in each of the 18 extraordinary committees. The committee for the selection of the extraordinary committee's members will meet again today to choose the chairperson, deputy chairperson, secretary, and spokesperson of each of the 18 extraordinary committees. The Monetary Policy Committee, or MPC, has resolved to keep the policy interest rate unchanged at 2% in anticipation that the economy will continue recovering through the start of next year. Mr. Meiti Supaphong, Assistant Governor for the Bank of Thailand, or BOT's Monetary Policy Group, stated after a meeting of the MPC that the committee members had voted 6-1 to maintain the interest rate at 2% per annum. He said the panel viewed that the Thai economy had a tendency to bounce back steadily until next year, and that the current monetary policy was lenient enough to support the recovery and sustain financial stability in the long run. The MPC also expressed concerns over the sluggish global economy and delays in various investment projects of the government. Export slump was cited as an even more worrisome issue, given the yearly export growth could settle in negative territory rather than at 0% as projected earlier. The Royal Thai Navy Commander-in-Chief has denied any rumors of silent groups that may stir up unrest in the country and urged the Thai media to report constructively for the country's benefit. Navy Commander-in-Chief Admiral Kraisorn Jansuwanit declared that he would provide support to all members of the Constitutional Drafting Committee, or CDC, to perform their duties to the fullest. He also stated that the National Council for Peace and Order, or NCPO, has selected the best representatives for the CDC in order to resolve the country's problems and requested the public to be patient with the committee's work progress, as they only have been recently established. When questioned about General Prayut Chan-o-cha's concerns over possible groups who may create dissension, Admiral Kraisorn replied that the Prime Minister had simply expressed his views in order to be better prepared for possible conflict that could arise. Lastly, he requested the media to present their news in a constructive and unbiased manner to prevent a social divide. That way, he said, the country can move forward. The Bangkok Metropolitan Administration, or BMA, is holding the second meeting of governors, mayors of ASEAN capitals to exchange views for the mutual development in ASEAN. The Bangkok governor, Mom Ratchawong Sukhumpan Boripat, presided over the opening of the second meeting of governors, mayors of ASEAN capitals at the Shangri-La Hotel at Bang Rak district in Bangkok. The meeting will be held until today with participating mayors and governors of Brunei Darussalam, Hanoi, Jakarta, Kuala Lumpur, Naypyidaw, Manila, Phnom Penh, Singapore, and Vientiane. The Bangkok governor said that the meeting is a good occasion to further develop the relations among the ASEAN capital cities. It is also a good opportunity to set a mutual direction for the development of successful projects from each city through the exchange of views and experience, and also enhance cooperation further since the network agreement signing in Jakarta last year. Agriculture and Cooperatives Minister Pitiphong Phungbun Nayuthiya asked for China to consider delaying its enforcement of a new regulation on compound rubber products for one more year to allow time for Thai producers to adjust their manufacturing process to meet the new standard. Mr. Pitiphong made the request during a meeting with the Chinese trade delegation in Thailand. The minister explained that China's new importation standard for compound rubber, which is slated to take effect on January 1st, mandates that natural rubber shall not constitute more than 88% of compound rubber composition. Thailand's compound rubber makers stand to lose their share in the Chinese market because their products contain a higher ratio of natural rubber than allowed in the new standard. Mr. Pitiphong asked the Chinese trade delegation to give Thai producers 1 year to install new machinery and train staff to accommodate the new standard. The Royal Thai Police have organized a demonstration of rescue operations for tourists and victims who may have accidents while at sea, in the forest and in mountainous areas. The event is the first of its kind by the Police Aviation Division to show the capability and readiness of the Royal Thai Police to rescue victims of such accidents. The demonstration consists of 2 short movie scenarios showing the situations in which tourists face accidents at sea and in the forest during their nature trails. This was followed by the police performing live demonstrations on how they rescue the tourists before transporting them to the hospital on a high-caliber police helicopter built for rescuing purposes. According to police spokesman, Police Lieutenant General Prawut Thawansiri, representatives from various police units had spent the past few months together practicing rescue operations. They were from such units as the Marine Police, Tourist Police, and the Police General Hospital. Meanwhile, National Police Chief Somyot Phumpanmuang stated that although the Royal Thai Police is ready to execute its various tasks, it is still facing a staff constraint. Due to that fact, the police have plans to reinforce their security protection in inaccessible areas by recruiting volunteers or personnel of other units. The Chai Patana Foundation is incorporating all sectors in a competition to design a slow wind turbine invention with prize money of 100,000 baht. The Secretary General of the Chai Patana Foundation, Dr. Sume Tantiwechakun, held a press conference of the slow wind turbine technology competition with a winning prize of 100,000 baht. He said that the Chai Patana Foundation is allowing all education institutions and the general public to submit their designs of wind turbine technology that utilizes low wind speed, which would be developed for further usage in the foundation's project area and other public services. Assistant Professor Rawin Rawiwong, the engineering specialist of the Chai Patana Foundation, said that this project originated from His Majesty the King's initiative to solve the flooding problems in the Bangkok area with the utilization of wind turbines. The Public Relations Department has started its annual Loi Krathong celebration, which has been organized to promote Thai culture. Director General of the Public Relations Department, Aphinan Jantarangsi, on Wednesday chaired the official opening of the 2014 Loi Krathong celebration, which was joined by PRD officers and civil servants from nearby state offices. The start of the festival, which has been an annual occurrence at the PRD headquarters, also saw the participation of youths in Thai traditional costumes and performances. At the event, various booths offering Thai products and food have been erected to offer festival goers to enjoy until the arrival of the full moon of the 12th month on November 6th. And that's the end of today's edition of Thailand Moves Forward. Before we take a quick break, here's a look at the exchange rates and commodity prices.
Maintain a strong nation, Thailand is promoting 12 core values for the good of the people. The sixth core value, maintaining moral integrity, considerateness, generosity, and sharing.
How could you do that to me? Stop it! Huh? Don't you get it? I don't need you anymore. Enough! We're through. There's someone else in my life.
Say no to the past. Bring your own bag. Say no to plastic.
The public is invited to the 2014 Preserving Thai Culture with the Loi Krathong Festival at the government's Public Relations Department. On the 5th of November, you can watch the Noppamat Queen Parade, see concerts and performances by famous artists and celebrities, enjoy the culture court, amusement rides, and shopping for merchandise. On the 6th of November, you can attend the spectacular Loi Krathong Festival opening ceremony at the pond in the grounds of the Public Relations Department, Bangkok.
Hit the beach, see local sight, and soak in the spirit of the 4th Asian Beach Games in Phuket. From the 14th to 23rd of November, be a part of this exciting chart scene. Watch and cheer as the region's top athletes battle to be the best in 26 beach sports and help extend true Thai hospitality to the 4th Asian Beach Games. Hosted by the Ministry of Tourism and Sport.
Welcome back to Newsline. Let's take a look at some news from the ASEAN region. Myanmar opposition leader Aung San Suu Kyi yesterday said the country's reform process has stalled, warning the international community not to be too optimistic, and called on the United States to make a more objective assessment of the reality in Myanmar. Speaking at a news conference at the National League for Democracy, or NLD, headquarters in the capital of Yangon, Suu Kyi said she believes the U.S. and other Western countries are serious about wanting to help reforms in Myanmar progress. Last week, Suu Kyi met with political leaders, including President Thein Sein. She said the meeting should not be considered a breakthrough. She added that the U.S. and other countries have been too optimistic about the reforms. Myanmar's military leaders moved to end the country's pariah status in 2011 by lifting restrictions on political opponents and releasing political prisoners, a move the Obama administration saw as an important political victory for the administration. And elsewhere in the world, U.S. President Barack Obama acknowledged on Wednesday that Republicans had a good night with sweeping election victories in Congress and said he got a message from voters that it was his responsibility to break a Washington gridlock. Republicans seized control of the U.S. Senate in yesterday's election and captured their biggest majority in the House of Representatives in more than 60 years. The party also won more than half of the 36 governors' races. Obama said, as president, I have a unique responsibility to try and make this town work. So to everyone who voted, I want you to know that I hear you. The president, whose unpopularity made him unwelcome to many fellow Democrats running for office, plans to meet congressional leaders from both parties at the White House tomorrow to take stock of the new political landscape. And insect-based food products have begun creeping into Belgian fridges after the country took the initiative to put in place a framework for the sale of certain insects. Companies and restaurants have embarked on food ventures with buffalo worms, house crickets, and mealworms since Belgium was one of the first European countries to issue national guidelines concerning their sale in 2013. One such entrepreneur is Belgian cricket breeder Little Food, who supply the critters to gourmet restaurants and praise their mild, nutty taste and crunch. They suggest serving them with soy sauce and mushrooms or on chocolate. Little Food says the cricket contains 3 times as much protein as beef, along with a wide range of vitamins, minerals, and fatty acids. And that is it for today's edition of Newsline. If you have any comments or suggestions, do feel free to email them to us at newsline.nbt@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Facebook by simply typing in NNT, and you can check out our website at thainews.prd.go.th/newsing. We're going to say goodbye with a Nang Nopama parade celebrating the Loi Krathong Festival in Sukhothai province. Happy Loi Krathong. Have a wonderful day. Sawadee ka.